Bivariate relationship featuring two continuous variables. Now we discuss bivariate relationship between two continuous variables. In research, these are the relationships that occur the most often. We can express bivariate relationship between continuous variables mainly in three ways. Through a graphical representation in the form of scatter chart, through a correlation analysis, and through a bivariate regression analysis. So scatter plot, correlation and regression are the major tools used in this scatter plots. A scatter plot graphically describes the quantitative relationship between two continuous variables. Each dot or point is one individual's observation on x and y. The values of independent variable x appear in sequence of the horizontal or x-axis. The value of dependent variable y appear in the vertical or y-axis. For a positive association, the points tend to move diagonally from lower left to upper right. For a negative association, the points tend to move from upper left to lower right. For no association, the points are scattered with no diagonal line. Correlation analysis. A correlation analysis is closely linked to the analysis of scatter plots. In order to do a correlation analysis, the relationship between independent and dependent variable must be linear. In other words, we must be able to use a line to express the relationship between the independent variable x and the dependent variable y. To interpret a scatter plot, two things are important. The direction of the line, that is, a relationship can only exist if the fitted line is either positive or negative. The second point is the closeness of the points towards the line. That means the closer the points are clustered around the line, the stronger the correlation. In fact, in a correlation analysis, it is solely the second point, the closeness of the point to the line, that helps us to determine the strength of the relationship. The correlation between the two variables becomes stronger if it is very strong. In statistical terms, the correlation coefficient, it is also called as Pearson correlation coefficient. The same is denoted by R. It expresses both the strength and direction of a relationship between two variables in a single number. Bivariate regression analysis. In correlation analysis, we look at the direction of the line, that is positive or negative, and at how closely the points of the scatter plot follow the line. This allows us to detect the degree to which two variables covary. But it does not allow us to determine how strongly an independent variable influences a dependent variable. In regression analysis, we are interested in the magnitude of the influence of independent on dependent variable as measured by the steepness of the slope. To determine the influence of an independent variable on dependent variable, two things are important. The first one is the steeper of the slope, the more strongly that independent variable impacts the dependent variable. The closer the point are to the line, the more certain we can be obtain the relationship actually exists. R is the correlation coefficient between the real data points and the values predicted by the model. For the example at hand, the correlation coefficient is high, indicating the reveal values and predicted values correlated at the level of 0.966. R square is the most important parameter in the model summary. It is very much required to identify the model fit. It is a standard correlation between the model's predicted values and the real values. It explains how much of the variance in the dependent variable in this model explain. In theory, the R-squared variables can range from 0 to 1. An R-square value of 0 means that the independent variable do not explain any of the variance of the dependent variable. And a value of 1 signifies that the independent variable explain all the variations in the dependent variable. In our example, the R-square value is 0.93. It implies that the independent variable explains 93% of the variance in the dependent variable. When we report the result of bivariate regression model, we report the coefficient standard error, significant level, as well as the R squared and the number of observations in the model. In this example, the model can be expressed as y is equal to a plus bx. That means as is equal to minus 2.834 plus 0.936 ASD. Here A is the constant, means my negative 2.834, and beta value is equal to 0.936. Hi all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the participants and to the organizers. This is just a beginning to empirical research. We need to explore further to understand empirical research in detail. Wish you all the best. Thank you.